The term virgin is really only a term, initially in the biblical context at least, it only applies to females. That's a thing to consider. We tend to today apply it to all people to refer to any kind of sexual experience, whether or not a person has had any. But in the biblical context, it's very specific. It's about a female body who has not been penetrated by a man's penis. I mean, that's what it is. That's what a virgin is. And what goes along with that misunderstanding of female body, of specifically that hymens do not have to be torn the first time a female is penetrated, but that typically it is because of the non-mutuality involved in this coming together, or the lack of sensitivity to the female body, which is all that it takes. A little bit of preparation, a little bit of sensitivity, a little bit of gentleness. A woman doesn't actually have to bleed the first time she's penetrated, but that's typically how it plays out because that's how people have done it or thought about it. And so the fact, right, that a woman should be able to show the evidence that she had been a virgin, right? That's a biblical concept. That is still a concept alive and well today, that a woman should tear and therefore bleed the first time she's penetrated, which is just a misunderstanding of human physiology and is actually thus a form of violence against a woman's body. So this category of virgin itself, this label and category, is based on violence to a woman's body. I'd like you to sit with that for a minute, okay? It also goes hand in hand with this concept that women's bodies were there for men, okay? It also goes hand in hand with this concept that the primary purpose of a woman was to give a man sex. We see that in Judges 11. I've been reading through that with my online students, and going over the homework. And one of many questions, so it's not the primary thing, but one of the questions I ask is, are you paying attention to why it's a problem that this young woman like what they're mourning? Well, they're mourning, not that she's dying, but that she's dying without serving her purpose, which is to give a man sex. It's just fascinating how deep and interconnected it all is around this concept of a young woman being a virgin, not having been touched by a man. It's kind of like the Fiji water, not touched by a man, right? Pure.